Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for kickoffs and kick-ons.
Hello and welcome to the KOKO Show, our very first episode for 2026. It has been a minute, gentlemen. We've had Christmas, New Year, the International Kite Festival. It's all come and gone. And all that's left now is to chat some footy. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Could I get a KOKO?
KOKO.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound ready.
No, that's not a good start to the season there. We've got a lot to chat about in today's episode. Six Nations starts this weekend.
Amazing.
For all the NHLs up there. Superb Rugby, only a fortnight away. That starts very shortly. But before all that happens, you're probably sitting there wondering, how has the KOKO got such a good view? Because let's face it, normally we're sitting in a dingy studio. We have. Can you paint the picture for those listening? Swoop, what we're looking at.
Where are we? Bluey's Point Reserve, and we've got the beautiful Harbour Bridge, aka the coat hanger.
Yep. Really?
Yeah, erected in 19-something, early.
Yeah. I did the bridge climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I know there's 6 million pins, I think, in the bridge.
You're joking?
Yeah, because this bloke knew everything. He said, see if you can stump me on anything. Like, he loved it. And I was thinking, I'm going to ask this how many pins are in it. But before I got
mean
to it,
screws
he
or
said,
bolts?
Whatever it was. No, he was talking, you know the little nubs that you see up there?
Whatever, the bolts.
Anyway, those things. He already
Spoken
knew.
like a true tradie.
Yeah, I just finished at the that house over the back there.
And it was 60,000.
What was
million?
it?
How
6
many?
million.
6 million.
It's just part of his investment portfolio.
Geez, Brett, this is the show. If you've never seen it, sitting
Lowbrow.
beside us is Brett Robinson. I'll bring him in one moment. Before I do need to introduce you three. There might be some people that are watching us for the first time. It's our very own Harry, Ron and Hermione, Adam Ashley Cooper, Drew Mitchell and Matt Kiddo. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
What's the link there with Harry Potter?
I just picked a famous trio.
Right.
And I've been doing a lot of Harry Potter with my son lately.
Okay.
Huey,
Who's
Dewey,
who?
Louie.
You can be Hermione. I know that's what you're hoping for.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would you like to be? You can be Ron and you can be Harry.
Ron Weasley.
I'd be
Batman
Ron.
on the ginge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Love that.
So we've got lots to chat about. We are here as guests of World Rugby. They have just revealed the draw for the 2027 World Cup that's happening right here in Australia. And gents, we are going to go through it with a wide tooth comb. That's what we're going to do.
Are we?
Look at all the most important games. We're going to bring Brett in a moment. And he's going to tell us all that we've got to look forward to in this amazing tournament. Brett, this is how it works. Tommy writes an intro for our guests. Normally they're reasonably scathing, but I do hope...
no way.
He would have
He's
looked
scared.
after...
Oh, yeah, we're here as guests of World Rugby. He's not going to piss the
Tommy, did you
CEO
have a
off.
crack or... No, it's okay. He's shaking his head. All right, let me do this. Let me do the honours if I can find it here.
It is our
Tom,
first
okay, yeah, so it's not in... Tom, have you got it? Yes, okay, laptop, there you go. Fantastic. Let me read
Well
this.
done, guys.
How do I
Smooth.
hold this?
Well, I can help you.
Here we go. For the first guest of KOKO 2026, we've cut out the middleman and gone straight to the head of the snake. In our cosy little kennel of kickoffs and kick-ons, we are pleased to invite rugby's big dog, Woof Woof.
Oof.
This man has played 16 test matches for the Wallabies. He has captained the Brumbies, and most recently he became the first Southern Hemisphere-born elected chair of World Rugby. Let's hear it for us Southerners, eh?
Yeah.
Good people. This bloke has been instrumental in spearheading the 2027 RWC, that's Rugby World Cup campaign, as the game they play in heaven returns to our sunny Australian shores. I know what you're all thinking. This guy has done a fair bit, but on top of all of this, he has studied medicine and has a bachelor's in surgery. So I guess it is fair to say he is a bit of a show-off. So please put your hands together for a man that could play every role in Grey's Anatomy. He is McSteamy, McDreamy, and now McRugby. It is the one and only Dr. Brett Robinson. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome, Doc. I'll just get rid of that
What was iffy
laptop
about
again.
that was all flattering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Very
kind of
flattering.
you. Could have been far, far worse.
It could have.
It sounds like he's a bloody high achiever.
Yes.
Where else could we go?
Well, again, I've known these blokes a long time, and it's great to see how far they've come in their lives.
Yeah.
Any comment there, guys?
Well, I was just going to say,
Touche.
when you study surgery, is it a specific area that you focus on, or can you do it all?
Yeah, I focused on orthopaedic surgery, so I did a PhD in the knee joint replacement. So that's probably an area of expertise I have.
Great.
Any niggles,
We'll be
boys?
seeing him in a couple of years.
You want to We could just make this a consult instead of a show if you'd like.
It's going to cost them.
Yeah, of course it is. Well, we know that. Look, we are here to chat the World Cup schedule, which you got up and chatted about today. We had a bit of an event, bit of a launch. Happy with how it went, mate? Happy with the outcome, basically?
Oh, look, it's a cracking day because getting to this point has taken time, effort, but to actually now be able to be crystal clear about who's playing who and where, and allow tickets to go on sale, it just builds another dimension of momentum around the tournament globally, because people can start to say, okay, that's 6 weeks, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be there, start to plan, connect with their friends, their family. So it really creates huge momentum around the sport, and you don't want to miss out. It's the big point. You've got to get in and get going.
Well, that gives us an opportunity. When do tickets go on sale, Prof?
Well, thank you, mate. Pre-sales on the 18th of Feb. You can get on there, you can register, and then you can get the pre-sales. You can get tickets before anybody else, so make sure you don't miss out on that. That's not long. What's the date today, Swoop? That's the third.
Yeah.
How many days away is the 18th then?
It's Valentine's Day, 4 days before. What do you got planned for that, Swoop?
0.
Yeah. Terrific. Yeah. So Brett, we had a throng of media here, Aussie media. I heard Kiwis were here, people from all around the world. They were throwing a few questions to you. In particular about that opening match. So the opening match, we've got Australia taking on Hong Kong, China at Perth.
Yep.
What's the thoughts behind that?
Yeah. Well, I guess the first thing to say is to sort of get back to the three things that really matter about this tournament for us. And the first is about the global growth of the game. So as these guys might remember, the World Cup was a 20-team tournament. In Paris, that was the event, and we wanted to expand and grow the game through other teams being able to qualify and participate. And so since that time, we've had 4 teams qualify this year. Importantly, also for the global game, those 24 teams coming here in 27 will be playing this year in the Nations Championship and the Nations Cup. So we are trying to build momentum around the quality of competition and capability to strengthen those teams as they come into next year in 2026. And ultimately, all of the pools are led by, nations. Again, just the ranking process means that you're going to have teams that are going to be stronger on the rankings than others. But the beauty of the Hong Kong-China game is, again, it sits behind why we're doing what we're doing. If any of you saw the pool draw, there was a video of the boys in Hong Kong in a room realising that they're going to be playing Australia and New Zealand. What an amazing moment for them to realise that they're going to come up against some of the best teams in the world. So for them and for
until they play them.
Until they play them. But the game in Asia is a significant part of the growth of our sport. And so to be able to take this, not only to have a Japanese side playing, but Hong Kong, China playing in the Asian market is really important to our sport. I guess the second point that we wanted to make today is that this is a tournament about fans and about players. And we've been really clear about rest periods for players and travel schedules and times for kick-offs in Townsville and Brisbane that are sort of in the later evenings. And then the final piece is around accessibility. So this is 52 matches around Australia. We want children and families to be able to come to this tournament, $40 for an adult, $20 for a child, to get to a World Cup game. And accessibility, it's no good if you can't see it. We've got to be able to see it. And I think right across the country, it'll inspire people, as it did for us, all of us here as Wallabies.
Well, that being said, for those reasons why we've got Hong Kong, China versus the Wallabies, the other one that probably a lot of people expected was for it to be Australia versus the All Blacks in the first one, kicking off with a big blockbuster. We saw that in Paris in 23 with the All Blacks versus France. Was it a tough decision not to take that opportunity to kick it off with, arguably the biggest rivalry, and then in terms of local Australian hosted World Cup, was it hard to not go down that path?
Yeah, look, I guess there are a whole lot of reasons as to why we've scheduled the way we have, and to only say that it's only a week later they're going to be playing the All Blacks here in Sydney. And sort of a part of the tension as well around the accessibility is that we needed to make sure that to create affordable matches, we need to also ensure that we generate enough revenue through other matches. So the proceeds of Rugby World Cup fund our game. So the £473 million that we received net out of the French event has supported the game since then. And this event equally will need to support the growth of the game. And that includes the women's game, safety and welfare, mouth guards, we're funding the 12 teams playing in the Nations Cup this year. So, people should be proud and pleased with coming to the event, but also acknowledging that the money that is generated is going straight back into the sport.
Yeah, like podcasts and stuff as well.
Yeah,
It's
like
an
you guys.
interesting one where you said you touched on revenue kind of driving. Was it venue selection and stadium selection? I kind of noticed looking at the draw now, there's quite a few up there on the northern areas of the Central Coast called Newcastle, which is great to see because the numbers up there in the junior game is very, very positive. So that's going to be great for the support base up there. But what drives that kind of the procedure around or the protocols around selecting venues in terms of, because there's not one there I see for Canberra, and that's
Don't worry, I was just waiting,
Were
letting
you?
it in.
The
get it
Brums.
nice
But that's
and warm.
in terms of
especially being
revenue,
former Brumby
in
as
terms
well.
of gate
Yeah.
and revenue driving stadium selection, if that's part of the criteria in the selection process. Can you touch on that for a little bit and how hard that is for?
Yeah, I guess that when we kicked this process off, when we were awarded, the process of being awarded the World Cup in Australia. So when World Rugby went through that process, a part of that exercise was actually ensuring that Australia could come to us with a competitive commercial outcome, and that involved the Australian Rugby Union at the time working with the states and territories to develop the financial drivers to put that bid up. And that included, where and what states may participate in that, which meant that, the Queensland government, the New South Wales government, the Western Australians, the South Australians, all were participating in that. So, Kernsey was running around the country talking to all these premiers and sports ministers to generate enough support for Australia to turn up and say, guys, this is the third biggest sporting event in the world. It's your jewel in the crown. It's where you need to generate the money to support the game. And it had to give us the confidence that we could do that. And at the time, unfortunately, and I am a proud Brumby, as we all are.
Player of the year is named after
and
you.
these guys, Drew, I think wants to be a Brumby, wishes to be a Brumby.
Any money.
But it was, yeah. Well, that's also the challenge, I think, is
that you guys had.
that it wasn't any left in the coffer, was it? They're all paying gets.
Still are.
But we just at the time the government there just weren't able to participate. So that was to the extent that Phil and the team needed them to do that. That being said, again, as we all know, as proud Brumbies, all know you defected.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
After a solid 8 years,
I know.
Right, solid.
But I think but the Brumbies, as we know, have contributed so much more to Australian rugby. So it's about their leadership, their contribution, coaches, players, administrators. So their contribution will be in, as they have through, around here, provided significant contribution to the success of the national team.
Brett, just off the back of that and parking revenue, is there a venue or a stadium that excites you the most to host a Rugby World Cup game here in Australia?
Yeah, I guess one of the beautiful things about this country is it has some of the best stadia in the world. So you go to any state in Australia and you have world-class capability. And I guess what are the stadia that excite me? I think that the Perth Stadium is incredible.
Yeah,
That is the new, outside of what has happened back here in Sydney, just an amazing venue to go to walk to watch matches in. And I think, Australia is a world-class leader in developing great stadium, and it's going to be that, for the Olympics in 32 in Brisbane, that's the stadium in Perth that they are using, I guess, as the base case.
Yeah, right.
So that's a good example, I guess, of the significant infrastructure that you have in this country.
I'd imagine you'd have, your ID would just get you a ticket at any of these games. So which one are you most looking forward to in the pool stages? Which one are you going to make sure that you get front and centre?
Yeah, I guess I'd love to be here in Sydney for that, that second match for the Wallabies. Yeah. That's as we saw this year, and as you guys, as we all are proud Wallabies, to have, you can see the glimpses of a team that are starting to be able to crack those great moments. I was lucky enough to be in Johannesburg for that match that they won, and we've all been there. And we've never beaten them. Yeah. And for them to have won the way they did shows that they have this underbelly. It's just the volatility, isn't it? So if we could see Australia, have a really strong start to next year and be competitive in that game, that'd be pretty special to be at.
What kind of attendance are we expecting there? In the last Rugby World Cup here in 2003, I think they added some seats to that stadium somehow. Are you expecting that? And
Yeah,
can
no,
you put an early figure
well, we
on
had,
what kind of attendance?
well, we had, I think it's 82,000, I think, is the capacity. But I think you might remember that for the Olympic Games, it was over 100. So we had that period where I think for the matches around the Olympics, there were those sorts of numbers.
Is there any discussion around extending some seats?
No.
Just keeping it
that's
at
it. Yep.
Do you know a guy that can go and put seats in? That's what
Yeah,
I'm pushing it.
Tony Ashley Cooper.
My old man's pretty.
He's good on the world.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look at some of these games in this draw, if everybody's happy to. Obviously, we spoke about Australia, Hong Kong, China.
The
That's
schedule,
opening.
you mean?
The schedule, sorry. Schedule or schedule, guys?
It's
What do we want
definitely
to do?
schedule.
I'm schedule.
Schedule?
I'm scheduled.
I'm going to ask the doc.
Oh, I like schedule. It's
Perfect.
a much. It's
But
a
what
much
were you roll with?
sexier.
Yeah.
I'm a schedule guy, but schedule's got a bit romantic.
That's on the fence if ever I've heard it. Real
Let's take a look at the fixtures that are coming up. Can I do fixtures, Brett? Are we okay
You
with
can
that?
call it whatever you like. yeah,
Beautiful. Obviously, Australia, Hong Kong, China in Perth. That's going to be an epic start to it. Out of that Pool A, though, we've also, we've got New Zealand, Chile, Chile, Hong Kong, China, New Zealand, Hong Kong, China, and Australia, Chile. But that big one, New Zealand versus Australia at Stadium Australia, that's the big one out of Pool A. Yeah. Just so I know, if we win that one, does that count towards the Bledisloe? Can we?
No, it'll be well and truly over the Bledisloe that year already. Yeah.
Yeah, we will have already won it.
I hope so. Massive to look forward to there. Pool B, South Africa, Italy to kick us off in Adelaide on the 3rd of October. That's going to be a promising one. Noticing how well Italy's been doing lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they'll have a big Six Nations as well kicking off, so I think they're looking pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they'll beat South Africa.
No,
The way
neither
you
do
look
I.
at
But
it,
I think they'll maybe that round of 16 they'll push it.
Yeah.
Then you've got Georgia, they'll take on Romania. South Africa will take on Georgia. Italy will take on Romania. Italy will take on Georgia. South Africa will take on Romania.
We'll just put up a graphic here rather than just throwing out names.
Oh, well, people can...
It's very hard to keep track
people
of.
People are following, mate, don't worry.
Yeah,
they
they're all over it.
They are. And Georgia, did we say Pool B was the pool of death, by the way, guys? Is that what we decided?
Well, we said out of them. Yeah.
With Georgia sitting in there?
I think they're going to be a smoky. They'll knock someone off, whether it's South Africa or Italy.
Well, there's been a lot of, the last, sort of 10 years or so. I remember Mamuka Gogodzi and Sergio Parise are saying, they wanted to play off for the Six Nations. So there'll be a bit of a point to prove there from the Georgians. They feel like they should be pushing. They're always winning that second tier Six Nations, so they'll feel like they're pushing for that.
Is that your pool of death, Brett? Can I ask you?
Yeah, I guess the other one that's interesting is probably Pool F. How Tonga and Wales. Again, who is. So
England, Wales, Tonga, Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
It's a big one. So Pool C, Argentina, they'll take on Canada. I'm going to run through it real quick. Fiji, Spain, Fiji, Canada, Argentina, Spain, Spain v Canada. The big one in that one is Argentina taking on Fiji.
Yep.
That will be a fun one to watch. That's in Adelaide on the 16th of October. They'll be throwing the pill around there. Gents, am I correct?
Well, I hope so, yeah. Hopefully it's nice and dry, not like now.
Yeah, we're just starting to get a bit of a sprinkle.
I believe there's a big storm coming.
Yeah.
That's what Swoop has told me.
Yeah, when you said, World Cup coming to the sunny shores of Australia.
It's not like us not to have a indoor option.
Yeah.
It's the one day of rain we get here in Australia, so we'll enjoy it.
Push through.
We will. Pool D, Scotland, Uruguay. That's the opening match. Ireland, Portugal. Ireland, Scotland. That's a big one in Perth. Make sure you get to that one on the 10th of October. Both sides will be firing. It'll be interesting to see who's going to win that one, just 18 months out.
For
I'd
me,
say Scotland.
Yeah, for me, how we're talking about pool of death, but there's also no real kind of easy pool either. There's no certainty there. I reckon it's probably the most even spread World Cup draw I've seen.
I disagree.
Yeah, I'd say
Looking at them, I could pick
probably everyone.
with a lot of certainty the two that would
But
come
in
out.
terms of like...
No, but no. Whereas previously,
Oh, really?
No, I'm not having craggy here. Son.
It kind of sounded that way, and I love it.
But like previously, it was maybe you wouldn't have an extra pool. and
Yeah.
You've got each team thrown in, so there'd always be a couple of dicey games. When we're playing, you'd look at it and say, they're the two we have to win to make it to the finals. Whereas for me, looking at this pool, like looking at the pools, I think there are clear and obvious, unless there's upsets, the
I
two
guess
that
that's what
should
I was,
go through.
That's what I guess what I was
Well, there's
trying
an
to
extra
say.
round of elimination.
Well, I think that's the other really important point. Is this is the first time of the round of 16, which is an elimination round, and the most interesting question will be who will finish third,
yeah.
and what does that mean in terms of those 4 spots that will will come through in terms of those other positions in the round of 14.
Pool E,
16.
we've got France, USA, Japan, Samoa. France, Japan, that's a big one in Brisbane on the 9th of October. USA, Samoa, Japan versus USA, then France versus Samoa. That's a big one. Pool F, Wales, Zimbabwe and Adelaide. England v Tonga, that's in Brisbane. England v Zimbabwe. Then you got Wales, Tonga in Melbourne. That's a big one. Tonga v Zimbabwe in Townsville. And then what about this one? England, Wales at Stadium Australia on the 16th of October. Yeah. That'll be a spicy one.
Spicy.
That'll be spicy, but even that Wales-Tonga game is probably going to be more crucial.
Yeah, that's
what you were saying,
I think that, they'll be interesting. I mean, some of those sides that just could, have their day. It'd be really interesting, wouldn't it?
I'll tell you if nothing else, having the fixtures out now, it's getting me excited.
Yeah.
Because it is right around the corner, isn't it? It's not long to go now. Let me ask you, well, you three guys, you've asked Brett, you look at that opening round of games. What is the one that jumps out at you that you can't wait to attend or go and get your cash from because some corporate's paying you? Which one, guys?
I didn't get there last year, but Swoop went to Townsville. He went to a test match there and said that was unbelievable. So I actually would like, you've got Chile versus Hong Kong, China. Obviously, they're the lesser teams in that pool when you're looking at it face value. But that's their opportunity to really win a game. So it's going to be huge for both teams. So that one from Pool A for me stands out.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. Yeah, I think some of the sort of lower ranked teams that have really just go there and throw absolutely everything at it for that one, that potentially that one team where they feel like that's their opportunity. I think they're the ones to get to. And I think it's not just about going there and seeing it. I think the great thing about the World Cups, and we played at a few of it and been to others as spectators, it's the feeling you get, and that's walking across, like you mentioned in Perth, the fact that you walk across the stadium and then all the atmosphere and the passion of the fans and the crowd and the colour and the like, just feeling that atmosphere, I think is something really special and what you can only get when you actually attend these games. Because sure, you can see it and you can sort of feel it somewhat through the broadcast, but being at the game, there's nothing better. And we're over in Paris, so in the last in 2023, or various places in France, but watching games that Australia weren't even involved in, and just absolutely loved it. You get around it, well, pretending we're Argentinian for a day, yeah. But I mean, those are the things, the feeling that it creates. I think that is really special. So just to get out there, I'm pumped.
Yeah, I think you make a great point. We saw that at the Women's World Cup, where cities and communities own teams and became close to the cultures of those countries. The other thing about our World Cup draw here is there are going to be weekends where you've got matches over the weekend in a city. So it'll become this festival, as you've said earlier, where there's a Saturday and then a Sunday game, and people will, be enjoying not just perhaps their team, but another country's.
Can you give us a bit of insight? Have you got like other activations and things in and around the cities as well, outside of the games?
Well, traditionally, as you know, we have we put a lot of effort into these things called fan zones. So these spaces around these host cities where people can come to before, after. If they can't get to the event themselves, they can sit there and enjoy the community. I'll never forget in Bristol with the Women's World Cup, we had a fan zone, and there were a bunch of young girls who'd come all the way from Europe. They were rugby players from Germany. They couldn't get tickets to the game, but they sat in the fan zone and just had a wonderful afternoon and drank a lot of pints of beer.
We did it down in Marseille. Remember we had that one down there?
Yeah, we did.
It's real when that music plays. The World Cup. I don't know what's the name called. Is it World of Union or the?
Oh yeah, it's the World in Union.
When that song's starting to play, that's when it's big time. Yeah, you're looking forward to it.
Well, if you haven't been to Australia, I've got to say nobody puts on a better tournament than us. I know I'm biased. I've been to tournaments all around the world, Brett. Everywhere. Name a country.
Spain.
But I've seen you at a tournament.
No, just
No. So I'm going to go back. One, Antonio Samaranch said the 2000 Olympics was the best ever.
Yeah.
That's been going for 100 years.
Yeah.
2003 World Cup, other than the results, sorry, Gits, best World Cup ever. Then I've been to Cricket World Cups.
Yeah.
I've been to, what other World Cups are there? Tennis,
Yeah.
whatever there is. So make sure you book a ticket to Australia, is what I'm saying. Does everybody agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Brett, I won't keep you much longer. I guess one last opportunity for you to speak to the fans and just tell them why, again, this is going to be the best World Cup ever and why they should spend their dosh and come down under.
Well, I guess it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I mean, 2003 was the last time it was here. It may not be here for another 20 or 30 years. And it is truly one of the great sporting events ever, and it's the third biggest in the world. So we just say to everyone, get in, rip in, because the world, this is not just something that Australians are going to be buying tickets for. Tickets go on sale around the world, and there are going to be hundreds of thousands of people coming into this country wanting to participate in the tournament and be a part of it.
I think it's important to buy your tickets before the English do as well. Like they
That's
support.
right, mate.
Gee, they come in numbers.
Well, the Lions
don't want any English here.
You
No,
saw
I love them. They're
You
great
saw the
people.
Lions. The Lions showed you what demand globally there is for these games. And if Australians have got this window now to get their tickets locked in at these prices, get on and do it, because as you've said, once those English start going, they're off.
all over.
Surely they're not coming back after that cricket result. Surely. I wouldn't
You've got
bother.
18 months.
It's just so competitive. Like, we've got to beat the Poms on the field, and let's beat them in ticket sales.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get
out
more.
there and
Let's
buy
buy
it if you
more
can't
tickets
afford
than
it.
they do.
Even if you spend more than you've got.
Thank you, Brett. Does anybody else
Yeah,
have
no,
anything?
Well,
extra?
I've got a question. You've got to answer this. Start, bench, drop. George Smith, David Pocock, or Hoops. 3 great Brumby sevens.
George is starting.
Starting, yep.
What was the next one? Who?
David Pocock and Hoops.
Michael Hooper.
All play for the Brums.
They're all Brums, aren't they?
All Brums.
It's hard, isn't it?
Exactly.
All Wallaby captains.
Yeah. I think Poe and then Hoops, but they're hard to split. I think.
So did you drop Hoops?
Well, you got to drop someone. haven't you,
Yeah,
mate?
I know. I love it. He went to the Tars. Get rid of him.
Yeah. Well, as a former national selector, I have done that a few times.
I like
So
it.
you're sweet with it.
Spicy.
Very, very good. Thank you, Brett. And a reminder, pre-sales, 18th of Feb. Do not miss out. Get on, buy your tickets to the greatest World Cup there will ever be.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for all you do for the game too, eh?
Thanks,
and
Doug.
it's great to see how far you boys have come, as I've said. A long way since I knew you as young ballot boys.
Yeah, we've
Just came across the harbour there. My boss is looking down, thinking, why am I not in the office?
There you go. The Doc.
The
Brett
Doc.
Robinson.
Docky.
He's impressive, isn't he?
Yeah. Overachiever.
Yeah. Overachiever? You didn't have high hopes for him?
No. I'm saying, what else?
Just a
can he
high
play to?
achiever.
Well, it was that vintage, wasn't it? Like, they all went on to be like doctors and surgeons.
They
and
could do both.
bloody every CEOs.
Look at us.
At what point did that change? Was that during your?
Sort of
Would've been
2004, 2005,
now for those-
2003. Oh,
those
you
of
were
you-
2002, weren't you?
Well, yes, but
That real bad game, the first one?
yeah, it was bad. Yeah,
Was it 2002?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
02 was when they.
Yeah, that's what I did want to ask him. So the Brumbies Player of the Year award is the Brett Robinson award. George Smith won it 8 years in a row. Like, he wasn't even best player in his own team. Like,
So why is it named
well, because
after
he was the
him?
first captain for the Brumbies.
Oh, okay.
So we're all about the history of the club. It's just more of a jive at him, but I think he'd agree with me. It should be the George
You
Smith.
should have a trophy.
What
Where would you want to
What's
have a
my
trophy?
trophy for?
Where would you? Oh, mate, just being awesome.
Yeah,
Or the highest paid gets
Highest
your trophy.
paid. Yeah, that's not a bad trophy.
yeah, right.
But where would you want your trophy to be? Because you've been around a little.
Yeah, Queanbeyan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what for? Highest,
Well, you just said
most
being
points.
awesome.
Most points.
No, I don't
Oldest
know.
player.
Yeah, oldest player. Oh no, Mars got that one now.
Yeah, Mazda.
This is a good point, though.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm playing for a club and I win the Matt Giddo Award, or the Drew Mitchell Award, or the Adam Asher Cooper Award. What is it actually for?
Yeah.
What is yours?
Swoops is pretty. Like,
Oh.
I mean, you're an amazing player, but I think he's also great after the game.
Right, so
Was.
big
Was,
awards
sorry.
night.
Was.
Congratulations. And what would yours be for?
I don't know.
I do have a trophy.
What do they win it for?
The North Rugby.
Oh, right.
There's a Colts. I think it's in the Colts arena. Highest try scorer, I think. And Cam Shepherd is the Player of the Year. Colts Player of the Year.
Yeah, right.
You got one? You got one at a local club or?
I don't think so.
Oh, you'll
no.
get there.
Yeah. If I don't, it's not
Yeah.
about me.
No.
It's about the next gen.
Well,
Yeah.
it can be.
Nah.
It should be.
Yeah.
It will be.
For those of you playing along at home, you may have noticed that Bill has left. William Webb Ellis trophy, the little Frenchman.
Yeah,
Say that?
he was
Little
really
French gent
really
Yes.
enthusiastic.
Oh, he's a
Frenchman's
French-
fine.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
a French man.
came and took
What
the
was
trophy.
his name? Doran.
I think it was Manuel. What was it?
Dorian.
Dorian, lovely gent, but he had to take it. I noticed you guys were circling it a touch. Was that a bit odd to have it sitting there?
There's just detail that we've never seen. Like,
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to joke about it. We haven't been close to it, and there's a little detail of animals on it and faces. There's a guy with a moustache on there.
Yeah.
Surprised by that.
That
I
top
didn't see
corner.
that.
Yeah, the moustache.
Yeah,
man.
on the
Angry
lid.
bloke. Yeah, I thought that.
But yeah, I mean, it's more just none of us touched it. We haven't earned the right to touch it. So yeah, we just sort of looked at it.
A little interesting fact that sorry, what was his name?
Dorian.
Told us was that when it's not, so South Africa have had it for the last 2 years, when
Yeah.
it's not touring around like this, it actually lives in a bank in Dublin,
Yeah, right.
in Ireland.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so if you win the World Cup, you only get to have it for 2 years, and then
Well, then I guess it's used on the promotional tour of the next one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do you think this is why Ireland are jinxed? Because the
'cause
trophy...
they house it.
Because they house it. And so the trophy thinks they've already won it, I don't need to let them win it again?
Well, I wonder why the officers are in Ireland. Because William Webb Ellis was English, wasn't he? He picked up a soccer ball and started running.
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole
Rugby school.
story behind it? So,
Watch
All
this
these
space.
questions we should have asked Brett.
Yeah, we should have. Oh, well, Brett had to go somewhere else.
yep.
I think he's probably got knowing him doctor, he's probably got a tea time of, what time do they normally tee off, doctors? 1 p.m?
Oh, you'll have a couple of appointments first.
Of course, yeah.
Charge someone.
Yeah.
Hey, there's lots of rugby that's taken place. Do you want to get into that, or should we just have a little bit of a catch-up?
I'd like to
first?
catch up.
Catch
Like
up.
we've done,
Let's-
we've got a whole year of rugby to get through.
Yeah.
Terrific. So, what did we learn over the off-season, boys? I haven't seen you in forever. I've missed you.
Yeah.
Mate, stay out of the water.
Yeah.
mate,
Sydney's
Northern-
been bad, hasn't
Sydney's
it?
been really bad, and there's a couple of little cues that you should be aware of. A couple of bust ups. Do you know what a bust up is, Prof?
As in a punch-up.
A bust up. No, it's when obviously all the, I guess the fish are kind of jumping in and out of the water.
Yeah, right.
Scattered. Just signs, early signs,
Mm.
little cues of maybe potential sharks in the water.
Well, also time of day. Don't go swimming when it's dark. Make sure it's nice and
Oh, just-
bright.
Is that
above
what's
you.
been happening? Have they been late swims?
Well,
Dusk.
swims post rainfall as well. When I guess the water's really murky and kind of busted up.
Look, that's their habitat. You got to respect that, and they're going to be in there. So just be careful.
Okay.
This is getting pretty dark, guys.
It is actually. Yeah, so what did you learn? Sorry, Drew. Thank you.
I actually had a really quiet summer. A lot of family time with mates and their families. Just learnt that time away from swoop's good for the body.
How much did Christmas and family time cost you? Because your godfather
Yeah.
took about 12 kids.
Yeah, look,
And your uncle drew the year every year.
yeah.
So all your nieces and nephews and godchildren.
Fair bit. And that's coming from someone who doesn't have much. Anyway, just the joy,
Is
It's
that
all
why
about
you're
the
back?
joy.
Is that why you're gonna get back
Straight
to
back in
work?
the office. I just had some messages saying the CEO just came past and asked for you. So now I've got a bit of
So
anxiety.
you watched the show.
Yeah, I don't.
He loves the show. He knows
He knows the shore.
He knows the show.
And you get what big learning did you have over the summer, mate?
What did I learn? Oh, my eldest, Levi, he's 14. He's now the tallest kiddo
Yeah,
in our whole family.
entire family.
Wow.
Yep.
How big is he?
He's had a huge this summer period. I reckon he's maybe grown ahead.
What's the tallest giddo? How tall?
Levi.
No.
Out
What,
of
what
all
height is he?
kiddos?
Yep.
What
Oh,
height?
except for brother-in-law like Socky.
Yeah.
He's obviously a big Tongan boy, so Levi's got a little bit to get there, but I reckon he'll get there.
What are we talking?
He'd be probably, well, I'd be 6'1". He'd be 6'2" then. He must be 6'2". Based off me, he's probably maybe an inch taller.
Right. Okay.
Or two.
So
Oh,
six.
well done, Levi.
Yeah. So that's what I learnt.
Big
What
boy.
about you, Jimbo?
I learned that, life is nice. Do you know what I mean? My daughter just started school yesterday. And
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Did
nice.
Winter start as well? Did
Yep.
your daughter?
Yeah. Sad day
A
for
very
her.
sad day,
Yeah.
but it's also a moment where you think, yes, I got them to 5. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you've done your
That's a
job.
milestone.
Yeah, against all odds. So I had a lovely break,
Yep.
bit of time with her before she started school, but life is good.
Nice.
Life is grand. Look, I wanted to ask, can I toss up a few questions to you
Yeah.
blokes just quickly?
Go on, Prof.
Rocky, did you?
Oh, yeah.
have
Yeah,
you
what
spoken to
about that?
Rocky? They
No.
found him in Noosa.
He looked pretty relaxed, didn't
Yeah.
he? I mean, I only saw the snippets on I think it was 7 News that reported it, but he seems pretty relaxed and he seems pretty forthright in his position as well. So, I mean, we always hope that, this all sorts itself out and everything's good,
Yeah.
but just odd one that he's, popped up in Noosa, I
And
guess.
never looks rattled, ever. Rock, just, it's like
Very composed.
always composed. Thought, answers. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to give you an interview now. I've thought about
Didn't they
it.
say you've been in hiding? And he said, no.
I've been hiding,
I've
mate.
been in hiding.
Yeah,
Just
been here.
hanging out in Noosa.
Yeah.
If they do the mini-series, which it's looking that way,
Yes.
isn't it? This is primed for something on Netflix. Who do you think you guys are going to start in it? Would there be...
Oh, you
Well,
boys,
who would play
sure.
Rocky? Like Chris Hemsworth or something?
Yes. I think he looks a bit like Joel Edgerton.
Okay.
Similar
but
But you
features.
boys room with him.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we live
So
with
you
him.
We
may
live
get
with
a
him. We
chapter.
could reenact a couple of those encounters. Maybe
Who'd
not.
play you, Swoop?
Clooney.
Clooney?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And then Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
They're going to spend a bit on the budget.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you gets who's playing you?
Oh, I won't get in there. We very limited
Who
interactions. I know.
who played
what
that
you're
Lannister?
gonna say. Yeah, I knew he was going.
Yeah.
I knew he was going.
Tyrion Lannister, is it Tyrion?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage,
That's
yeah.
All right, Prof is not going to get in the show, but who's playing? Who's Prof?
Oh,
Come up with
directed
him.
to me. Oh, it'll be.
Jamoan.
I saw Jamoan over the break.
Mate,
did
he's
you?
very good.
Yeah, at the Bondi, just underneath Icebergs, the club there is Jamoan.
Do yourself a favour. The All Blacks giving Razor the Razor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
70% win rate, and he gets.
big
like-
mistake. Huge. I'm telling you.
Not
big
much has
mistake.
come out
Work on
about
commission,
why.
right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there was a bit of I don't know, like a review done, and then apparently after that review, that's the findings. See you later, Razor. But I think there needs to be a little bit more light shed on as to why. And there's a little bit around some of the assistants leaving, and during his tenure, Leon McDonald didn't last, and then someone, another assistant left as well. So let us know, like, what the reasons are.
Yeah, I think it seems like maybe the player feedback. Each year you do a unanimous kind of survey, and I think it must have been pretty scathing from the players.
right.
Well, especially because you're so close, and like you say, the record wasn't too bad,
No.
but maybe it wasn't heading the way the All Blacks historically had. Like they'd have an off game or whatever, rather than, I don't know,
Yeah.
not a super dominant year. They may be used to that. I don't know.
Now, you've always got the inside word with the Kiwis, very close
Yeah.
with Dan Carter.
Have you spoken to Wayne Smith?
Yeah, Wayne Smith, talked with him.
Yeah.
Any inside word on who's going to get
Not
the
inside
gig?
word, just I guess personal opinion. Really, I just think that I think Razor and Scotty Hansen, the coaches that had been involved in the last couple of years, are just trying to take them to a place they haven't been before. I think that current squad hasn't won anything significant. Yeah, they've won a couple of Bledisloes.
That's significant. Let's not downplay that.
Well, it's against us. We're talking global game here,
Yeah.
and we haven't been too crash hot either. So, I mean, I think it empowers this. This decision's empowered the player power, the concept of player power, and I think it might not hurt them this year. There might be some type of, I guess the response might be a little bit positive. However, I think over the next couple of years, I think that's when it's really going to hurt the All Blacks.
Is Scott Hansen, is he gone as well?
Well,
I
you'd
thought the
assume so
team's
because
still
when the
hanging.
head coach gets cut,
They bring a team.
They bring in their own
they bring
team,
their own
yeah,
team.
right.
That's
So,
right.
a few names tossed up. Dave Rennie, I think, was one.
Yeah, Jamie Joseph,
Yeah.
I think, is the favourite to
He's the
get it. Interestingly as well, I think Richie McCaw's sort of there or thereabouts to be
geez.
involved in at some capacity, maybe around culture and all that sort of stuff, which probably, it's not necessarily a bad shout. It's just,
Oh, sorry.
thinks he's on the red carpet at Hollywood or
I'm
something.
starting to get a bit of a headache there.
Yeah, I've
right
got
eye.
a fair bit of squint on me.
I don't think I put on the SBF either, guys, so this could.
But
we'll
what
fix
about
it
that?
in post.
This is why you come to Australia. It rains for a little bit, you cool down, now the heat's out. It's beautiful.
Gets muggy, and it gets muggy.
Sweat.
Waratahs scuffle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mate, the boys are ready.
Lots happening in there. Now you're running through it.
Yeah. That's all I saw, was that the boys are ready. Obviously, there's like a little bit of...
Well, for those internationally
spicy
that don't
training.
know what happened, Drew, maybe you can.
Yeah, I mean, there was just I guess some drills going on at training at the Waratahs, and an opposed session, and Miles Emetisero and Angus Scott Young got into it. A few heavy punches thrown. They were separated. Words were exchanged. They re-engaged. A few more punches. And this isn't an uncommon thing, right? Like, it happens pretty regularly, especially in that pre-season where everyone's pushing for positions and selections. The uncommon part of it is that normally we're not very good at fighting, and there's no fractured bones. So sadly, Angus has fractured his eye socket, which is kind of why it's more serious than perhaps other ones, and ones that haven't been reported. But I mean, I just managed to get myself involved somewhat.
Again.
What do you mean? You commented on the post.
Yeah, well, I commented on the post, but it wasn't about the players. I wasn't filthy about the players. I just don't like how some of these agencies, on this instance it was Code Sport, how they edited it to a point to it kind of made it look worse towards one of the players and not the other. And I just said, if you're going to post it all. And I wrote, 2 blokes wanted it, 1 bloke got it, right? Exit stage left.
Yeah, perfect.
But then Sam Scott Young, Angus's father, came in, former Wallaby himself. We played. Well, you guys played with him in North Sydney in the Classics.
Yeah. Headbutting the wall before the
He's
warm-up.
headbutting the wall. Yeah, he was giving up a few firing up speeches, but he kind of re-engaged and told me that I don't have a right to have an opinion because I'm a winger.
That's good.
Which is, a very old school way of thinking. But anyway, he kind of defended his son, made a few comments that probably shouldn't have been said, and effectively thinks and doubled down on this on a later article that Miles should be stood down forever and he wants to fight him and his father in a charity boxing match, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I just think by leaking the footage, whoever leaked it to the press, what it's done is it's enabled people outside of the game who's played in those environments to have an opinion. People were calling for people to, for Miles to be arrested and be sued and be done for assault and all that sort of stuff. Now, the reason I say it shouldn't be have been released is people who go and watch the game on the weekend won't like to realise and understand that things happen through training, whether it's the way that we speak to each other and give and receive feedback, whether it's the training conditions, whether it's the things that we put ourselves through wrestling drills and contact drills and potentially fights here and there. There are going to be things that happen in a rugby environment to get them into that high performance state that they're not going to like. But for you to like that product on the 80 minutes, the fact of the matter is that stuff happens and it has to happen. And not to say that fights have to happen, but that aggression and that competitiveness and the edge, that sort of stuff has to happen. And I mean, if someone put their ears into a team meeting and heard the way that we talk to each other and in front of your peers in terms of holding each other accountable, you would say that that's not acceptable. But then, you go out there in the game and you expect high performance. So I just think that by exposing it to the public, gave everyone a platform to kind of sit there and perhaps liken it to an office or a different corporate job, and it's just not the same. I ended up having a chat with Angus. He gave me a call. Obviously, I think he was a little bit upset with the comments of his father and wanted to distance himself from those. In no way was Sam speaking on behalf of Angus. Angus doesn't share the same views. He knows it's part of the game. Obviously, he's upset with the outcome in terms of the injury. But I think everyone's pretty happy with what's been handed down in the investigation. And Angus basically just called me to kind of distance himself from the sentiment of the Sam's comments. And, I think for everyone, it's now just get back to footy and, Angus is healing up. Miles is serving his suspension and soon enough they'll be out there wearing the same jersey with their arm around each other in a huddle.
Yeah, it's incredibly common. Not the injury, but these type of fights, you only have to look at the way the coaches are reacting during that whole scuffle. When the drill's happening, they're still focused on, because that stuff happens over the side all the time. You focus on whatever it is, breakdown or executing in the A zone, whatever drill they were doing. But then afterwards, you didn't see the coach come in, separate them or whatever. The players did it. He then walks in slowly. Like it is a pretty common thing, but it's just not exposed to the public, like Drew said.
You Swoop, do you ever get any battles?
No. I guess
You had that one with Benny Alexander. It wasn't on the training field, though.
Yeah,
That was at breakfast.
It was a breakfast.
Was that because you were reaching for the same?
He broke his hand,
muffin,
punched my face. I'll solid jaw here. No, mate, I reckon it's just part of the recipe. In a training week or a test week, we've been part of guys having genuine scraps, and the coaches love it. It creates a bit of an edge, like this kind of atmosphere during, in your test preparation. That just kind of, you're on the edge of your seat, and you kind of need that, because the last thing you want in any type of preparation is complacency. And having that or have witnessed some of your boys scrapping, for me, it's just signs of,
you care too as well.
You care, and everyone's ready, and it's a really healthy. It's maybe
Well,
not
no,
so healthy
yeah.
to everyone else, but a healthy.
Yeah, but it's just
healthy,
in a weird way. Like
competitive.
and then people will watch this and say, no, you shouldn't do that. You don't hit a teammate, like all that. I get that sentiment, but it's just...
You don't blind shot a teammate.
It's a
I agree
different...
with that.
It's just a different environment. And, when it used to happen when we were playing, like at the end of the session, there'd be a team huddle and the coach will address the team about, the detail around that or whatever it might be. But then the two players that were in a fight earlier have to slow dance in the middle, hold each other by the hips, look in the eyes and slow dance, shake hands, and it was done. It was buried. So there are ways that you deal with it and you just move on. So we should move on. What's the next one?
Oh, there you go. Some signing news. I'm sick for signings.
Who have we signed?
Angus.
The Tars, you mean? Everyone?
By the way, is this a sign that we should get on the Tars? That sort of aggression at the start of the
Never.
season?
Well, they did win their trial.
Never.
Yeah.
They put quite a few on
the Reds.
the Reds.
Angus Crichton has come across from the Chooks.
Yes.
27. He's playing for. Who's he playing for? I've got it written here.
Yeah, I'd have a stab in the dark. Maybe the Waratahs got him, did they?
They did.
Yeah.
Yes. Does that
No,
irk you?
No, it's just trying to fit him in with Pete Samu and all the other players that they picked up this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we also signed Max Jorgensen on a really expensive 5-year deal. So, yeah.
Well, at least the money's getting shared around all the provinces, you know, like it's even.
Have the Brahmans picked up anybody?
Tane Edmed.
Yeah, we got Tane. Yeah, he's enjoying it down there. We're just, you know what we do, we just stick to ourselves, just work on our trade, and before you know it, we're in the finals.
It is interesting to start to see the kind of numbers that are coming or back and forth from the Waratahs and the Roosters. You know, you've got Marky Mark, now Angus Crichton.
Joseph Suoliti.
So Joseph Suoliti. I mean, the only one who's is Manu, but he went straight to Japan. But it's interesting to see if there's any type of
relationship
there. But however, I think Angus Crichton will do well. Like, I mean, he was a schoolboy, Australian schoolboy. I think he played for Newey. Scots. And from all reports, I think I heard Luke Keary saying that when he came over to the NRL game, he had absolutely no idea. So I think he'll fit back into the game really well. They'll probably start him somewhere in the midfield, probably 12.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him end up somewhere in the back row, play that kind of hybrid role.
Not for the 27 World Cup, though.
Not for the 27 World Cup, but like unless he picks it up really, really quickly. Let's not. No?
He, because we were in a group text with him, myself and Drew, and he said, "Any tips, boys?" I said, "Don't play the ball." And, you know, obviously rugby league, you roll it between your legs. He said, "Mate, funny you say that. When I first switched to league, when I went down, I placed the ball back like he was in a ruck." So we might get a play ball.
We'll watch out for that.
Will we get him on the show? Can we talk to Angus?
Yeah, say so.
Well, look, I don't want to sort of claim anything.
But I will.
Yeah, but remember 2023?
Yes, I do.
Angus needed tickets to the World Cup final. We got him for him. He sat with us, and now all of a sudden he's signed with rugby. I don't know, but I think everyone could probably thank us.
Do you think he sits back and sees where you guys have gotten to?
Yeah.
And he thinks, that's my journey.
It's
I'd like to
blueprint.
be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Also, Czech has gone to the Roosters as well, don't forget.
There's another.
Let's check.
Bit of a super highway there for rugby union out of the Roosters. If you're not from Australia and you don't know who Angus Crichton is, just type in Angus Crichton State of Origin highlights from, was it last year when he got Wally Lewis medal?
Yeah.
Best
He's
forward in the game.
got genuine ticker.
Unbelievable.
He's got a
Unbelievable.
genuine engine. I love it.
And it's very good for the Wallabies. Jorgo, as we said, signed on for another 5 years. That's big. Obviously, Roosters were chasing him, Uncle Nick. Politis, not many people say no to him. I hope that's okay for Jorgo. I don't know what the ramifications of that are.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
You never know. The other stuff, I've got no other signing details. Anybody got anything else in there?
Oh, is it Marky? Did you mention that? Marky coming
Oh,
back?
sorry.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to play in Japan.
He's coming
I
back,
don't know if he's announced which club, but yeah.
After the World Cup?
No, to the World Cup, his lead-up will be the Japanese season. It finishes and then maybe he'll have a pre-season, but he's not playing Super.
Right, gotcha.
Superb rugby starts in a fortnight time. So next week we'll take a good look at that. You boys can predict who.
Yeah, we'll have a look through the squads. Also gives us a bit of time. There's a bit of trialling going on at the moment. All teams, looking pretty tidy.
Yeah, Force
Force are looking good.
Force
Yeah.
Force.
Brum's a bit of a lesson.
Yeah.
Very good. And then obviously Six Nations starts this weekend. We'll all be watching that. It is a good watch when it's on at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You tune in. We're running out of time, so I do apologise that we haven't hit this harder. But you've got France v Ireland as the curtain raiser. That's
Tasty. Where is that Stade de France?
That's in Paris. Yeah, at the Stade de France.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the French.
What
So
I
defend-
see.
Yeah, more see. You've got Dupont's back.
Dupont, and he's
Firing.
mate. He's in
playing
form.
pretty
Who will he
Top
play with?
principles.
Entamac or Jalabert or?
And Tarmac, yeah, sure.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of chat about maybe
really?
playing. Yeah, not playing him.
Okay.
So they're defending champs. Irish, would you say they're on the slide or?
I think England, unfortunately, are on the rise.
Yeah, they're definitely on the rise, yeah.
I think for me, that'd be my pick.
Well, they named their squad today just before we went out. Mario Toge's on the bench. They went with the 6-2 split. Henry Pollock on the bench as
Who's
well.
the 10?
George Ford, vice-captain. Ellis Gange, also vice-captain. Jamie George, captain. But Marcus Smith's on the bench, just on a 6-2 split.
So they take on Wales at Twickenham. For us, that's on Sunday morning, but obviously Saturday night for them. Easy win for England there, gents.
I'd say so.
But I'm with Gitz on that. with, I guess, the form of the English over the last year or so, I'd say that they're probably hot runners for taking out the Six Nations.
Side note, did you see former Brumby and I think Waratahs, Tom Steneforth, is picked for the French in the Six Nations?
Is that right?
Yeah. So
Really?
he's in the French squad for the Six Nations. I think he's done his 5 years. He's been playing for Cust for over 5 years now.
Yeah.
And he just got announced in the squad. So I don't know if he's in the match day for this weekend, but he's there or thereabouts in that squad. So
Awesome.
interesting.
And then the other match, Italy, they take on Scotland in Rome. As we know, both very solid sides. We learnt how good Italy was in our spring break, or whatever you call it, spring tour. Who do you like in that one, boys? Italy?
Tricky.
Scotland?
Italy at home, they'll be difficult, but I think Scotland will get it done.
Yeah. Finny boy.
It'll be France, England,
Firing for
Scotland
Bath.
for me.
Yeah.
So do we normally we pick a team and that becomes our team?
Yeah.
Do we want to do that this year?
Sure.
Well, I thought we pick it first and then we give Tom the scraps. I thought we could let Tom pick first.
No.
No?
Because then he'll pick England. I'm going England.
Sorry, Tom, I tried, mate.
Now you can come in. You can come
Now you can
second.
come in.
Come
Who do you
Just
want?
come in, Tom. Walk on. Everybody say hi to Tom. He's back for
Tom's actually
2026.
been...
Poor fellow. He thought he was sick, but he was just hungover.
yeah.
yesterday.
Or he did have runny bum.
Oh, did.
He was
Okay.
pissing out his ass.
Tommy, who's your team, mate?
I am going to take Ireland.
Okay.
Islands.
Good on you.
Well
mate.
done. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, good.
Mate, that's a great
Fantastic.
choice.
Who would like to go next? I don't need to be next.
Well, no one wants who I want. I'll go Wales.
Okay.
I'll take France.
And I'll go the Scots.
And Wales, did you see Revolutions shut
Yeah, I
down?
was going to say that. It's a sad day.
Oh,
Let's tip a drink out for those the Revs.
Yeah, it'd be better if it was alcoholic. But
I know, but
They'll take it.
So was
World
the one
Rugby.
team we missed Italy, was
Yeah.
it? John,
Yeah,
you
we
get
did.
Italy. John's our new camera guy. Good luck with that, mate.
Oh, I'm happy. Can I go both?
Sure.
Because I've chosen.
oh, John wants Italy.
John, you're Italy. Terrific.
Wait,
Fantastic.
can we both have both? There we
Sure.
go.
Right, gents, hey, we are running out of time. Patreon is back. That's
Yes.
the good news. Send in your questions. It's a little bit extra. The boys are a little bit more inappropriate on that one. Make sure you, there'll be a link somewhere in this episode. Go on, please. It's only $8 a month and it keeps us afloat. Make sure you do that. Just a reminder as well, those pre-sale tickets, Feb 18th for this Australian World Cup.
Yeah, get in. Don't miss out on
I
that.
cannot wait. I cannot wait. We this weekend, we are heading to Perth.
Yes.
Are we?
Gents, we are going to
Jeez,
the
that's come around quickly.
I know, I'm
Perth
already nervous.
Sevens. Courtesy of WA, they're sending us over there.
Perfect.
Are you ready for that, gents? It's going to be awesome.
I am. I'm looking forward to getting back to Cottesloe. I'll go down and see Dunny with his surfboards down there.
Yeah. Staying at the Rendezvous in
are we?
Scarborough, actually, yeah.
Right, should we have said that?
Yeah, but we can still get down to Cottesloe.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
no, but I
visit.
meant letting everyone know where we're staying.
Well, we'll get everywhere.
I think
Yeah.
everyone now.
Drew
All the
normally-
teams and everyone's...
Oh, we're staying with everyone?
Yeah, I think so.
Drew normally gives his room
I
number,
hate
so
seeing-
you've done well there, actually, Drew.
I haven't got it yet, so wait for the next step.
It's a good hotel, the Rendezvous.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, Scarborough, nice.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice
I think-
little, new little lap pool down the road there.
So we're going to have a lot of fun there. And yeah, I think that's it, gents. Unless anybody, it's just so wonderful to see the three.
Yeah,
of
it
you.
is.
Yeah, no, it's been great.
Oh, that's great. Good. Thanks,
Been
Prof. Good to see you, mate.
Have I missed anything, Tommy? What do you think of the episode, Tommy? You liked it? Good on
Felt
you.
rusty, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Sorry if you've watched and sat
Our
through
only
that.
human, Drew.
We'll get there. All right.
It's an awesome one to finish just that way.
Yeah.
I want it to hit the bridge. Go on, go f***ing nuts.
Okay. That was good.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that was good.
It's real good.
Thanks, guys. G'day. Please, if you like the show, well, show us you liked it by pressing like and subscribe so we can exist, because we don't have any more money. We need your support. And make sure you check out our other videos.